The great white shark versus crocodile. Who would win between these two big animals? Welcome back to Indonesian English channel. Please hit the subscribe button before you watch this video.
Great white shark. The great white shark, also known as the great white shark or white pointer, is a species of large mackerel shark which can be found in the coastal surface waters of all the major oceans. The species faces numerous ecological challenges which has resulted in international protection. The IUCN lists the great white shark as a vulnerable species, and it is included in Appendix 2 of CITES. It is also protected by several national governments such as Australia.
If there was ever any marine reptile that could ever compete against and even hunt great white sharks, it is none other than the saltwater crocodile. Possessive of an intimidating size, which is even larger than that of the Nile crocodile, the saltwater crocodile also packs the greatest bite force of any living animal, extremely cunning hunting style, and a brutal attack which has made it the subject of several documentaries. This species is particularly popular in Australia, as it is often fondly called salty, from its more formal name of saltwater crocodile. The saltwater crocodile is one of the different species of crocodiles alive today. Of all croc species, the saltwater crocodile, along with the Nile crocodile, are the most likely to attack a human being. In fact, the saltwater crocodile has earned the reputation of being referred to as man-eater. There have been several recorded attacks, especially in Australia, where they are prevalent.
Size and description.
Anatomy and appearance. The great white shark has a robust, large, conical snout. The upper and lower lobes on the tail fin are approximately the same size, which is similar to some mackerel sharks. A great white displays countershading, by having a white underside and a grey dorsal area that gives an overall mottled appearance. The coloration makes it difficult for prey to spot the shark because it breaks up the shark's outline when seen from the side. From above, the darker shade blends with the sea, and from below it exposes a minimal silhouette against the sunlight. It is notable for its size, with larger female individuals growing to 6.1 meters in length and 1,905 to 2,268 kilograms in weight at maturity. However, most are smaller. Males measure 3.4 to 4.0 meters, and females measure 4.6 to 4.9 meters on average.
Rightfully crowned with the title of being the largest living reptile in the world, it is not uncommon to find some growing to be as long as 23 feet, or 7 meters in length. Mature male crocodiles are often larger than females, with males measuring between 14 and 23 feet, about 4.2 to 7 meters, while females often measure between 7.5 to 11 feet, approximately 2.3 to 3.3 meters in length. Top of the reptilian chain, not in size, but also in weight. A typical saltwater croc measures between 880 and 2,200 pounds, about 400 to 1,000 kilograms. To attain such incredibly large size and weight, the crocodile has a wide range of habitat where it is able to grow to such gargantuan dimensions.
Range and habitat.
Great white sharks can swim at speeds of 25 kilometers per hour for short bursts and to depths of 1,200 meters. Due to their need to travel long distances for seasonal migration and extremely demanding diet, it is not logistically feasible to keep great white sharks in captivity. No aquarium in the world is currently believed to own one. Studies by Stanford University and the Monterey Bay Aquarium published on 17 July 2013 revealed that in addition to controlling the shark's buoyancy, the liver of great whites is essential in migration patterns. Sharks that sink faster during drift dives were revealed to use up their internal stores of energy quicker than those which sink in a dive at more leisurely rates.
Although saltwater crocodiles live in certain freshwater regions of the world, it, however, prefers brackish waters, that is, water whose salinity falls between that of seawater and freshwater, such as those often found in estuaries. It is also a very common sight to see these majestic marine beasts far out to sea, swimming comfortably. They can therefore be found in bodies of waters of Southeast Asia and Eastern India. However, the country with the largest population is Australia, as they can be found mostly in the northern region, such as places like Queensland. A few can still be found in countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, and Philippines, where they were once plentiful.
Diet.
The question is, what sort of food sustains them over such lengthy lifespans? When it comes to food, the saltwater crocodile is not picky. It is a carnivorous animal that eats whatever it can bite. Hatchlings, from which a single female may number as many as 60, hunt independently and unassisted by their mother, as they would often feed on small creatures like frogs, fishes, crabs, bugs, and whatever other small animal they can swallow. Larger, matured saltwater crocodiles would often hunt sea turtles, stingrays, and also seabirds. It is not uncommon for a mature salty to hunt a juvenile great white shark, or any other shark it comes across. Inasmuch as they can clamp their jaw down on it, they will certainly take a bite out of it. They also feed on wading birds, monkeys, boar, deer, rabbits, tapir, kangaroos, domestic wild stock, if presented with the opportunity, and water buffalo, other crocs, and even tigers.
It is arguably the world's largest known extant macropredatory fish, and is one of the primary predators of marine mammals, up to the size of large baleen whales. This shark is also known to prey upon a variety of other marine animals, including fish and seabirds. It is the only known surviving species of its genus Carcharodon, and is responsible for more recorded human bite incidents than any other shark. Humans are not the preferred prey of the great white shark, but the great white is nevertheless responsible for the largest number of reported and identified fatal unprovoked shark attacks on humans. Great whites also rely on the fat and oils stored within their livers for long-distance migrations across nutrient-poor areas of the oceans.
Behavior.
According to a 2014 study, the lifespan of great white sharks is estimated to be as long as 70 years or more, well above previous estimates, making it one of the longest-lived cartilaginous fishes currently known. According to the same study, male great white sharks take 26 years to reach sexual maturity, while the females take 33 years to be ready to produce offspring. Great white sharks, like many other sharks, have rows of serrated teeth behind the main ones, ready to replace any that break off. When the shark bites, it shakes its head side to side, helping the teeth saw off large chunks of flesh. Great white sharks, like all other sharks, have an extra sense given by the ampullae of Lorenzini, which enables them to detect the electromagnetic field emitted by the movement of living animals. Great whites are so sensitive they can detect variations of half a billionth of a volt. At close range, this allows the shark to locate even immobile animals by detecting their heartbeat. Most fish have a less developed but similar sense using their body's lateral line.
Of all the living species of crocs alive, the saltwater crocodile is both the largest and the heaviest. It can easily be differentiated from other croc species by its snout, which is much wider than most other species, such as the Indian mugger crocodile. It also has ridges in the eyes, which run down the center of its snout, and has its body covered in oval-shaped scales. Juvenile saltwater crocodiles are often pale yellow with black spots and stripes. Adults, on the other hand, are often greenish-dark, with some being so dark that they appear blackish. Some adults, however, retain their pale coloration. Their bellies are either white or yellow. Another distinctive feature of a saltwater crocodile is the fact that it is a solitary animal that is rarely ever seen in groups in the wild, as it is notorious for being the most territorial and aggressive of all croc species. Did you know that the saltwater croc is an ancient marine animal that lived with the dinosaurs? It has been in existence ever since the time of the dinosaurs. Many researchers believe that they lived to be 70 years old on average in the wild. There is the record of a saltwater crocodile named Koila, born in Yekaterinburg, Russia around 1880 and died in 1995, being 115 years old.
Now let's get back to the main reason we are here. In a head-to-head fight, who will win? The great white shark versus crocodile.
The great white shark has no known natural predators other than, on very rare occasions, the killer whale. Bite force. A 2007 study from the University of New South Wales in Sydney, Australia, used CT scans of a shark's skull and computer models to measure the shark's maximum bite force. The study reveals the forces and behaviours its skull is adapted to handle and resolves competing theories about its feeding behaviour. In 2008, a team of scientists led by Stephen Rowe conducted an experiment to determine the great white shark's jaw power, and findings indicated that a specimen massing 3,324 kilograms could exert a bite force of 18,216 newtons.
Possessive of the greatest bite force of any living animal on Earth, it clamps down so hard on prey with such bone-crushing force, aided by its powerful jaw muscles, which can be seen bulging from the sides of Salty's head. Adults are equipped with an average of 66 teeth, with some being as long as 5 inches, about 12.27 centimeters. Having grabbed the prey, it drags it deep into the water until the prey drowns. For those it can, it swallows whole. For prey too large to be swallowed, it tears or crushes through its famous death roll, since its teeth are not designed for tearing meat. Saltwater crocodiles are the true apex predators of their habitat, armed with thick scales, long and powerful tails, the most powerful bite force, cunning ambush, brutal death roll, and drowning technique. The saltwater crocodile is a majestic marine beast one should always steer clear of, as a single bite is often fatal. They are extremely territorial and are the most aggressive of all.
Nearby, a large saltwater crocodile swims out to sea looking for new territory. The scene is set for an encounter between two of the world's mightiest predators. The shark senses prey and goes to investigate. It's an exploratory bump, definitely food, but this meal fights back. The croc can't get a good grip. And the shark makes a wide turn to come back for a full-on assault. But the croc gets the first bite on the shark's pectoral fin and goes into a classic croc maneuver, the death roll. It's a bad injury, but not enough to cripple the shark. The croc comes back, this time head on. The shark can't bite back. The croc goes for the death roll again, and they both go down. Looks like the shark's in trouble. The croc breaks and heads for the surface. Looks like it's all over. But the shark's still strong and comes back with a textbook attack. It's all over now. How did the shark win? Though it made the first move, it was just probing for food, not looking for a fight. accustomed to defending itself against other males. The crocodile was ready to fight.